Folks, it's happening. We're crossing that line that I told you we did not want to cross, and this is what you're going to need to know for this week. And I want to start out with a very special happy birthday to Mrs. Mo. I heard you're turning 29 today, that's how we do it, right? We never go by 29. So happy birthday to the always lovely Mrs. Mo. I'm very happy to be able to celebrate this day with you. It's going to be a lot of fun. I don't know. We're gonna have a good meal. I'm gonna try to bake a cake and a bunch of other things. So put it in the comments down below, everyone, please, for me to let her know that the community appreciates everything she does. She does a ton to keep this thing just rolling positively. And she does a great job doing that. So happy birthday, 29 again, maybe. So there you go. Happy birthday to Mrs. Mo. Now, we got a lot to talk about in this video today. It is not in the most positive thing I want to talk about, but I'm not going to steer clear of this. I've been warning you. Everything I've been telling you has been hitting to a T. I told you last night there would be some things I'm going to talk about. We're going to talk about them. Now, before we do, first thing first, the webinar is live. If you have not done this, there's no cost for this. This is my webinar I created to help people to learn the 4-step framework for successful technical analysis. You learn a lot of these things. I'll even take my face down that you guys can read there. It is absolutely fire. I highly recommend it. Get in there. There are limited spots in there. We open them up now, and so you guys can get in there, and that's the first link down below. Second link is over to the Discord. You only got a couple days left. This expires at the end of this week. So get in there. Code LEARN, LEARN, will save you 50% off your first month. And last but not least, the live session this weekend with Crypto Will, Dr. Stock, and myself. I'm going to be doing mine right here. You can do the bundle, but code money will save you 20 bucks off any of those. All right, folks, this is it. We're going to talk shop. It's not in a good way. You're seeing a lot of changes here, so I'm going to bring up some things. I'm going to pull up the graphs too. We're going to pull up the graphs. I warned everybody yesterday, late last night. I kind of warned everybody that we just broke. We broke support. We broke support that I was watching. The 13 crossed the 50 EMA as well. I'll show you guys this shortly for the XRP price prediction and where I see things going. But this is one of the things I watch when I trade and how I've been easily one of the best traders out there in terms of the plays I do based on the technicals. This is the weekly chart. We're going to go back to the daily chart, and I'm going to take a look at Ethereum and Bitcoin. But the big thing I watch is what's happening with the 5, 50, and the 13 EMAs. If you follow these, you can absolutely crush this market. And that means being able to take advantage of moves down. Remember, I was selling a 360 to 330 zone, and I had a lot of hate, guys. And I am human, man. I'm a person who actually tries to help people, teach people, care for people. And in doing that, there are people who can't stand the fact that even though my moves are 100% correct, boom, I get nailed because, oh, he sold? Why would he sell? Remember, I sold up here in these two candles, and what do I get? We are all the way down to here now. And I told you I was going to rebuy in, and there's two ways to do it. You can just hold and diamond hand it, and I explain it this way. You can hold it $1, let it go to 50, get back to $1, you're even. You can sell it $1, take that profit, wait till it gets to 50 cents, buy 2 of them now. When it goes back with $1, when it goes back to $1, you have $2. You doubled your money. And I am an aggressive trader. All right? And I am an expert when it comes to the technical analysis. That's why I teach it. I'm also a national champion coach/teacher. So I've done my due diligence. I've been trained in the industry as a financial advisor, and now I'm here to try to help and train others. In doing that, I use my real life, what I'm doing with real money, my goals, my own personal goal of turning a little into a lot. We're going to find out if I can do that or not. But like I said, I'm here to teach first and foremost. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at what we got here with this 13 crossing. This is a big one. You could say, didn't we tease down here before? We did, but we never had the 5 and 13 down here. And this is the first time we've ever had the 5 and 13 down here. And the 13 crossing is extremely bearish. And so my first line is sand. I will tell you guys this was 272. Looks like we got down to 273 here, within a penny of this. 272 is the line in the sand that if we can hold this, we'll be all right. And usually we get a nasty red candle, 1 to 3 candles after the first candle that crosses the 13. So I was expecting a red candle, and it's normally the first or second one, but can be up to 3 candles. Could even reverse back up, and then, but usually within the first 3 candles, many more times than not, we will have a red candle breaking down into that next support level. So that's kind of what I'm watching for. If this 272 fails, remember, I do believe we're going to 258. 258 is a major, for those who didn't see my report last night, I'm going to just real quick show you this. It is a major line in the sand for me. You can check it out here on the Bollinger Band. Right here, the Bollinger Band, we have right here, holy cow. Let me get this. Yeah, okay. So yeah, watch. This is incredible. This is incredible. So watch this. Boom. This line right here. Watch this. Watch. That's my support. That's 250. Remember, I just told you 258. Watch this. This is incredible. So I'm going to go boom. This is the Bollinger Band. That's the 51.6 or the 61.8% retracement is on the line I had. That's the perfect support. It was resistance. Now it's going to become support over here. So I'm going to try to call this ahead of time. And I know you're not going to like to hear this, but I think personally that this is going to be the line that bounces us up for the V-shaped recovery. That's my opinion. It could go lower. It might not even hit there. But I think it's setting up for that, and it looks like it's setting up for that. So we're going to see. But I'm going to be buying between 272 and down here at 258. So for everybody who was yelling about the 366 sell and the 330 something, folks, now you see why. And, I hope I helped some people. If I did, let me know in the comments. And of course, I know if you're following me here on crypto, let me know if I ever helped you make money on this, because I know I've done a lot, and it's been pure fire, to be blunt. So hopefully you guys are doing well. Now let's move on to Ethereum. This is the only one, when I look at Ethereum, this is the one that made me the most money, but also the one that's given me the most, you can see all these lines I'm doing, the most stress in terms of the technicals. And it is because so much corporate money is moving in here that Bitcoin is collapsing down following the 50 EMA. XRP just collapsed down below the 50 EMA. And you would expect, but not seeing it, Ethereum to start teasing that 50 EMA. It's not. It's holding up very bullish. 52 on the RSI, which is good. And then we come over and we take a look at a few things I'm watching. And of course, wow, that support right here, resistance, support. It becomes support. And so if we came down, which we could, and the 5 has crossed right here. The 5 is the green one, and the yellow one is the 13. We got the official signal. We got Saturday. And so it did cross. So if we break below, I'm going to tell you this right now. If we break below 4,300 on Ethereum, I do believe we're going down to the 50 EMA as it comes up, and it gets right around the zone of 40.71. And so if we confirm below that 41 or 43.11 roughly, and we confirm down here, that means close below it, and then one opening closing candle, I think we're going all the way down to 40.76. I do think that that's going to be your support. All of these and more are starting to kind of line up, but I'll be blunt. This thing is holding up like a champ. Right now, Ethereum still is the most solid out of the 3. Because if I take you over and show you Bitcoin, we're talking tale of 2 cities, folks. Tale of 2 cities. And who do we got here? What do we got? Boom. There's the 5 crossing right here. Right here. Remember I told you within 3 candles normally, when the 13 crosses, right there, 13 crosses the 50. I said 1 to 3 candles will get a big red candle. Look at this one. Boom, a little bit down. Oh, Mo, I thought you said, there it is. There it is. And that's normally what happens more times than not. There might be 1 or 2 times it just doesn't do it, but more times than not, you get that red candle within 3 after. So here's the day it happens. 1, 2, 3. and now we're consolidating. And look, if we break below here, which if this finishes below here, I told you the next line in the sand, down to 105. 105, 600. That's my line. And right now we did finish below. If this confirms here, I do believe we're going to 105, whatever I just said, 600, 800. So that's what I am watching for when it comes to Bitcoin as well. Folks, there's a lot of warning signs right now, especially for XRP and Bitcoin. And I keep hearing all these articles. It's comical to me because I'll see all these articles talking about Bitcoin, all this money, it's going to all these different prices. And the technicals don't lie. The technicals aren't reading all the stories. The technicals go with what the money is doing. And it takes emotion out of it for me. This is pure, just pure numbers, the statistics that these charts represent. Nothing more, nothing less. It gives me the view with taking all emotion out. If this is what you want, you subscribe to this channel. I am going to be the person, I used to teach advanced statistics, I'm going to be the person who goes ahead and reads this for you. I do it publicly. There is no charge. This is free. I do this for free. I don't put up a paywall to try to help people and teach them how to read this. If you watch my channel enough and you actually listen, you're going to learn what I teach. And you're going to do extremely, extremely well in your future. And that's the goal, to help and teach. So as we do this, if you want to get more information, first link down below, get you over to the webinar. Sign up for that today. There's no cost. It's my free webinar. Second link down below, get you over to the membership. This is my membership at the second link, though, and there is a fee for that. Code LEARN, though. I'm going to be doing a private live stream tomorrow, so get in there today before this expires. You only got a couple more days left. Code LEARN. And the third link down below does get you over to my live teaching for beginners. This is for beginners to master the candles. Just the candles. This is my candle session. It is phenomenal. I already taught it 2 different times. We absolutely crushed it. And so if you want to get in there, we have a couple spots left. Get in here today. All right. And then you can use code MONEY on this one to save 20 bucks off of it as well. All right, folks. I appreciate you stopping by. I will see you in the Discord.